It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen. I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Darnold. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a handoff. Jones. Whoa! And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the International Series in London after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught side of the end zone. Minnesota.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll try the right side with Hall and pick up 3 or maybe 4. The veteran safety Harrison Smith. They're on the stop. Third and a yard. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Wisconsin. It's Braylon Allen. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll try to run for it with Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he'll take it on in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Darnold to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Here's Darnold again. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Darnold to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. To throw again is Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. In the first half, it was the veteran Sam Darnold who had the offense moving. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
A give. Here's Hall. Yeah! He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Extra point try now for Zerlock. He knocks it through. And the Jets will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's Darnold. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Darnold to throw on second down. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They try and run for the first down with Jones. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing, Rodgers. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Rodgers now. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. That'll be a 1st down, a gain of 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Over the top, he's got it. Garrett Wilson, touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run here. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Slot man in motion right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. On second down, it's Darnold. And he's not going to get away. They track him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need one right now. Third and long. Darnold now to throw. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
On the run, here's Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Give left side, here comes Hall. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.